Okay, so I'm back out in the shop today, and just wanted to go over a few little things. A little bit about Hi-Tek, a little bit about reloading in general. So, start with the generalized stuff. The thing I used the most, other than my press, the thing I use the most is this Lee powder measure kit, and it's got all the scoops. I got a couple of them out right now. But this slide chart is the biggest thing. I know there's tables in the books and everything, but I use this more than any other thing in my little reloading bench here. So this is definitely a reloader's friend, especially for developing loads. Once they're developed, then you can move on to a mechanical powder measure, but I still use that most of the time. I got some Herco here. It's one of the old paper with the metal top and the little tiny spout. There's that one. There's, your regular containers that you get your IMR and your Hudge and stuff in. These are the only two containers I really deal with. That and black powder, of course. But neither one of them are real great to scoop out of, so you really need to get yourself one of these little dishes. This is one of the little plastic M&M things. Occasionally I'll use the top off of one of my die boxes, but you gotta put a lot of powder in that to be able to scoop out of it, and these little ones are much better because you just put your scoop in there, and I just give it a little shake, and that's doing that right there. Just drive it straight down in and then bring it up, give it a little tap and a little shake. That will get me to within usually 1/10 of a grain. Sometimes it'll go 2/10, but that is actually more accurate than my Lee Perfect Powder Measure. So I got one left to charge here. So all there is to that. Adjust the camera just slightly. And now when I go to put it back in, I only have a little bit of powder instead of 3 or 4 times as much if I was using a die box cover. But anything will work. Yeah, figures. That's one of those powders doesn't like going through this funnel very well. I'll do that after. I won't bore you guys with that. Okay, so the other thing is, and this isn't limited to Hi-Tek, the expander plugs in these dies are really designed for jacketed bullets. If you're loading flat points, it's not a big deal, just turn them over. But you'll get this, you see that nasty little ring around there where the edge of it's cut in. There's a pretty simple fix to that. Here's one I loaded afterwards. As you can see, there's a little tiny indent there from it, but it hasn't damaged the Hi-Tek. So all you have to do is get yourself, if I haven't lost it, damn it, I just had it. There it is. This is about 1/2 inch in diameter. So I just took that expander plug out, and I'll grab one for you here. This is the Lee expander plug, and you can see how it's kind of got that ridge. And I just put this in the cordless drill, and I just wallowed this around so I had a nice bevel, and then I put this in, put it in the drill with some sandpaper and cleaned it up, and it doesn't score it anymore. That's a pretty simple fix, and it'll do that on any bullet. It'll do it, leaves that ridge on anything. Mine have larger than normal ridge because my gas checks, these are 308, for my 308, and I ran out of 30 caliber gas checks, so these actually have 303 gas checks on. They're a little thicker, and they got a little bit of spring back, so the base is a thousandths or two bigger than what it should be, so it's going in the case a little bit harder. So anyways, that's just what I want to talk about with that. So I'll get back to loading here. I'll move the camera in a little faster, and I'll show you the results of that polished seat plug. Okay, so I know that lighting isn't the best, but we'll do a couple of these up. So expanded it. That was just the Lee Universal Expanding Die. And there we have it. No marking on it. I'll show the finished product here after I get them all loaded, and you'll see the first couple that I did are a little nasty, and the other ones are a lot better. Okay, so there's a better shot at it. As you can see, I still got a little bit of tinkering to do, but I want to try this with the right gas checks on there first, because I think I'm putting way more pressure on there than I need to. But even with the right gas checks, you get scoring on your bullets, and you can see these two have a little bit of scoring, and I polished it out with some sandpaper, and these last three didn't have any scoring at all. So I'll when I get some more gas checks, which they're in the mail, I don't know when they're going to get here. They should have been here by now, but with the holidays, I know everything takes a little longer. So as soon as I get see if I get the new ones working, maybe they'll work with that. Maybe I'll have to polish it a little more, but I'll keep you guys up to date. Thanks for watching.